the city is so clean, the buildings, everything, the road, everything, but then you look up and you see like wires that are just jumbled up and you're like, where am I exactly? Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So guys, this is the last morning of my stay here in Bangkok and in Thailand as a whole. So this is going to be my last Bangkok video. Feeling low-key emotional, but we're gonna be good. But anyway, so I decided to make this video as the very last video I make, because at least now I can say, okay, I lived in Bangkok, I've stayed here for 3 weeks. So I thought I'd bring you guys a video about the things I love / found interesting, and then the things I hated about this city, about Thailand as a whole. But it's a mix of good and bad, obviously, like every city has that. So if you're planning to come to Thailand, as you might be watching this video maybe because you follow my channel, or because you like my videos, or because you're planning to come to Thailand at some point, I hope this video is going to be very helpful to you. So I don't forget the things I need to say, I decided to make a note. So please just pardon me if you see me looking down at my notes to just, get you the important points across. So without further ado, let's just get in on the video. So the very first thing I found interesting, so we're going to be starting on a good note. We have to start with the things we love, so that this energy will be like, a good one to complement the rest of the video. So the very first thing I loved about Bangkok was how developed the city is. So I've always watched like YouTube videos about, like Thailand, Bangkok, because obviously wanting to come here, you must have watched a bunch of YouTube videos. For me, I watched a lot, starting from the airport, how to, go about it, and down to like just knowing how to navigate the whole city. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos, but none of them really showed how beautiful the city is, like how developed, how everything is just, the number of skyscrapers in this country, like I was so shocked. And especially watching their movies, because obviously movies usually carry me to these countries, funny enough. But watching some Thai movies, although they usually like show just bits, and they always show the same place over and over again, but that did not really like do good justice to like what I saw in the city. If you can even see from my view like this, I'll show you guys that. If you see like my view like right now, just looks like very luxurious city, but I never expected that from Thailand. But so I was very shocked. I loved that about the city. So for me, I really loved city life, so this was really my thing. But then this will also make you think, like the city is so cramped, like there are so many tall buildings everywhere, you barely have the should I say the time to even see like space. So like there's always something in your face. So if you're not a city person, this might not be a good one for you. But for me, I loved it. But after some time, you start to get tired of it, trust me. So the second point I'm going to be talking about is how the Thai people are they're just people's people. You know how in Africa or in Nigeria especially, how we tend to like, just smile at you, just make you feel like you're there. I don't really see that a lot in like, or at least even people have talked about how that is not really much in the West. So coming here to Thailand and, like seeing people just smiling at you, I don't know if it's because they want to sell something or anything, but just even when you reach out to somebody to help you about something, they are willing to help. Like just, it will make you want to come to this city, and you will just easily navigate. You don't have any problem. Just ask anybody with a little English that they can speak, they will try their best to help you. That is one thing I really loved about the city. So let's move on to point 3. So guys, this particular point, like it was so shocking but quite interesting at the same time, because coming from a place whereby like when we see jumbled wire, we tend to think, oh, okay, they are going to be taking their lights very soon, like they are not going to be having electricity for some time. But coming to Thailand, God, guys, every single place is full of like wires that are like tangled in one way or the other. I don't know how they organize the wiring in this city, that it does not just blow up the transformer every time. I don't even know what system of electricity they are using in this place, but like, if you see how jumbled up they sometimes I'm like, it's just like a mix of dirty and, you know, neat. The city is so clean, the buildings, everything, the road, everything, but then you look up and you see like wires that are just jumbled up and you're like, where am I exactly? So that really tends to bring like some sort of confusion, like, you know, a beautiful city having like a dirty kind of roped together wires and all that. So that's the third point. Now the fourth one, there is the rate at which I felt safe in this city. Although I'm not even a night person, like I don't like going out at night and all that, but like just being in this city, even at night, during the day, everywhere just felt very safe. Like, you know how everybody's all about their own business in most cities? That is how exactly, like, even down to your safety, everybody's all about their business. Nobody really has the time. There might be, you know, one issue here and there, but like on a larger scale, like Thai people are very, you just feel safe in this city basically. I don't know about other cities, but like I've been to Phuket, I've stayed in Bangkok. Like these two places, I felt very safe. Even as a woman, you know, most recent times, being a woman now has seemed to like, you know, become something threatening to some people. But in Thailand, I felt very safe, like all around, day, night, anytime. Just very safe. I really love that about it. This brings me to the next point, guys. You know, I'll show you my bags right now, like they're all lined up there because I'm about to leave. I'm checking out like, you know, by 12 obviously from the hotel, but like the rate, this point what even brought me to this point, like the rate at which things are cheap in this country, guys. So cheap that I'm looking for like another 23 kg extra to pack some of my things. So just full disclosure there, like right from my, okay, let's say I take out the flight ticket and maybe some other few things I had to buy to like, you know, prepare. But I think the total money I brought into this city was like $3,200. Guys, I'm taking back $300. Even when I made a suit in this country, I bought, like, I basically took the grocery store and I'm taking it back home to Nigeria. I bought, if you see my list for souvenirs, guys, even at some point I was like, why do I know this many people? Like, I had to buy so many things and yet, like, I still had some change to take home. Like, things are so cheap that you just see everybody looking all flashy. If you don't live in the city and know that, okay, oh, this Porsche is carrying is just 2,000 naira, you will not know that, like, so cheap, but then like the quality, like so neat, you can easily like just go around looking all flashy, yet like from head to toe you're not even up to like 10,000 naira. But in Nigeria, you know that you can only buy this is 10,000 naira can only maybe buy you like one shirt or so. So like the only thing is I don't know how much, like, you know, they earn here, because you need to be able to earn the money and then spend it accordingly. So I can't really judge between Nigeria and Thailand, like, you know, what you earn and what you spend and all that. But like coming from Nigeria and like maybe based on my pocket size, like things were so cheap for me here. So that one I give kudos to Thailand for. Like, even with how flashy everywhere looks, you still have like, you know, cheap things. So this point just makes me go straight to the next one, whereby I say that there's options for everyone. Options for every single. If you like Gucci and Balenciaga or Gaga, you know, all the designer brands, they have enough of it for you here. But if you also want, like, you know, the one that you can just pick one or two outfits and, you know, 5,000 naira is taking care of your food trip, there's that option for you here. So like Thailand is just a mix of so many things that I love it. Like options for you here and there. Just anywhere you want to fit in, they have an option for you. So that's I really love about this country. As you can see, I'm laughing about this particular one because this one I found very funny and interesting. So I don't know how people can just come out and say, okay, this is a tourist attraction, but in my own definition, like that is that is just a shopping mall you're calling like a tourist attraction. Like there are so many shopping malls in this country, like you will just be tired. And let me just speak it to me, you go tired. Too many shopping malls, like they will say, oh, Central World, like a tourist attraction, but you enter there, you see this is just another shopping mall. Like, it was so funny. So this one I'll call, like, in my things I found interesting book. It was very funny. So that is it. Then I think this should be my last point about the things I loved about Thailand. So, like, how I made the point about how Thai people are very good people, how they are loving people, especially when you come close to them. This particular point, you see, everybody tends to mind their business, like, to the core until you approach them for help. Like, they are willing to help you, especially when you're a foreigner and they know obviously you don't know how to navigate the city. Unlike in some places where they want to take advantage of that, these people, they are just naturally willing to help you. They're like, where are you from? With the small English they can speak, where do you come from? I say, I'm from Nigeria. They're like, welcome. I bet that's what makes, because I've seen so many people that they've been to this country time and time again, they keep coming back, and I'm like, don't you have any other place to go? But then when you think about how nice, how approachable the Thai people are, even in the midst of being all mind your business and all that, but they are just so willing to help you that you would want to, this place I feel among. And especially like as a black person, obviously there are not so many black people in this place. Maybe here and there I see one or two, but you obviously, like, you see a large crowd. It's not like you can say, oh, I see so many black people, like in other Western countries and all that. But here, they don't even make you feel like you are a black person. You're just another human being. Like, I just really love that about here. So I can just go around, come back without anybody really like staring you down as if you are like some sort of alien. These are some of the things that I feel like will make me want to come back to this country, even though I don't tend to want to go back to another country that I've visited, because I think there are so many places I would like to visit. But knowing that Thai people just accept you as you are, not minding whether you are, to be honest, if I may put this, I feel like they are the most open Asian country. Like, of all the Asian countries I've been to, they are the most accepting, open, like anything goes here. You see somebody transgender and nobody's discriminating against you. Like, how fair is that? Like, you don't have to be something else just to fit into the society. Obviously there might be norms and standards about everything, but on a general note, they just accept you as you are. I really love that about Thai people, guys. But now we started on an interesting note, right? I think it's time for us to go to the things I did not like about this city or about this country. I would say this city because I stayed in Phuket only 5 days, so I don't really know much about the city. But Bangkok, I stayed like 21 I think 20 days in this place. So I keep telling my sister, like, I'm basically a citizen of this country. Like, I think I stayed way too long. So this brings me to, like, some of the things I really hated. How I said how, like, in the first things I love, like how effective the city is, how beautiful the city is and all that, guys. But at this point, I really hated the fact that, like, after some time I just got tired of the city. Like, I felt like I kept seeing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Even when I changed, like, during the course of these 3 weeks, I did not stay in one hotel. I stayed like in 3 hotels in this Bangkok as a whole. But like, everything felt like the same. I kept seeing things the same. Like, because my roots is one way or so. Like, if you're not a city lover, don't just bother coming here. My advice to anybody coming to Thailand or wanting to travel to Thailand as a whole, just visit all the other cities in Thailand, all the mountains, the seas. Phuket was nice because the ocean and everything. I did not go to Chiang Mai, but I've heard of their mountains and all. So visit those places before you now come to Bangkok. Stay here for 3 to 4 days and japa, because you get tired of this place. Like, after a while, you just I've seen this thing before, like, and the buildings are so in your face that you get tired very easily about the city. So that is one thing I did not really like. So the next point is, oh god, guys, this was like my worst issue about staying in this city. You know, like traveling to any country is all about the food. Like the food culture has a huge impact on whether you love the city or not. I can't say I really love Bangkok or Thailand because of this. Guys, like throughout my 3 weeks here, there was a particular stall in a food country I used to eat. They knew me because all I was eating was fried rice, fried rice. Maybe the days I want to interchange it, noodles, fried rice. Like trust me, apart from the food I ate in the hotel, the order like for breakfast, because I booked my hotel with breakfast, so lunch and dinner was either rice, noodles, rice, noodles. Sometimes I will not even tell them to make the fried rice like chicken fried rice and then maybe add fried egg on top, just to put in, like, you know, getting some protein. The amount of muscle I've lost in this country it's so annoying. Like sometimes I'm like, and the funny thing is, even they as Thai citizens, obviously they must have, like, you know, maybe other food options and all that. But you know how we have like beans, you know, like, okay, this food is beans, it's not noodles that is cooked in another way. But in Thailand, it will be noodles again, it's just that it's cooked in another way. Like, it's either just noodles, indomie, or rice. I got so tired, I was telling my sister that if I come back to Nigeria, I'm never eating rice for 1 full month. You see, rice, indomie. Spaghetti I might eat because I'm not even eating spaghetti, although they are made of the same flour and all that. But at least it was different shape. But anyways, when I come back to Nigeria, I'll eat a lot of beans, a lot of eba, a lot of yam. Anyways, let's just go on to the next point, because this was really a huge factor that and especially for me, I'm not very adventurous with food, so like it was quite a hassle trying to, like, you know, adjust to the eating culture. I found myself eating a lot of bread, flour-based food, croissant. Oh, I had croissant till yesterday. I don't think I'll eat croissant again. Guys, now this brings me to the one that I feel like, even apart from food, this particular one was just too annoying to the extent that it was choking. If you know me, before I came to this country, I was not a white woman, but at least I was, like, you know, milky chocolate goodness. But coming to this place, I've turned to one barbecue chicken. All the parts of my body that is showing is so dark now. Like, the sunburn here is crazy. They say Africa is hot, but I came to Thailand, I was like, nobody should ever gist me about Africa being hot ever again, because Thailand takes the cake on this one. This country is so hot, so hot. Even outside, look, I'm filming this video around 8, but everywhere is already so hot. Like, it's so hot that sometimes it becomes so annoying that I don't even want to go outside. I keep rethinking, should I really go? Luckily, there's, like, you know, the metro system. They have an effective transportation system and all that, so you can easily just slide in and start receiving AC. But from your hotel to that railway station, you will sweat, you will feel hot. Like, this part of my chest that, you know, maybe is showing from my clothes and all that, so burnt that it's so black, you don't want to see. But when I go back home, I'm going to be staying indoors for a long time before I resume work again. So I want to regain my skin color back home. Yes. So just know, if you are coming to this country, the heat is no man's friend. Like, I don't even know how they don't change colors. Their skin color does not change, but me, just stay here 3 weeks, I'm already looking like I was just placed on a grilling pan. Then my next point about the things I hated, guys. You see, coming to Thailand, I thought that everywhere would be Thai people, like, you know, you get to experience Thai culture and all that. But coming here, I found out that, like, there is a huge influx of Western influence. There are so many Europeans in this country that you know, you can't, don't just even imagine it. Sometimes I think I see 2 Europeans before I see 1 Thai person. I'm not exaggerating. Like, there are so many Westerners in this country. I guess they found out that, okay, oh, here they found the solace in this country. Now they've left their own country and they are now here. Like, so many Westerners that the influence is now becoming so obvious to your face, especially in Phuket. Like, in Phuket, I was basically looking for, like, a Thai person, because there are so many Europeans, Westerners. I don't know about Americans, but everywhere I turned, there was only somebody speaking, like, a European language. And then, is it the Koreans? Oh God, so many Koreans in this country. I don't know what is happening, but like so many Koreans that everywhere I thought it's good. Luckily, like because maybe I've watched too many Korean dramas, now I can listen and hear, oh, this person is Korean. Like there's so many Koreans in this country. It was so interesting to me. So many Koreans, and then maybe like a little bit of Myanmar's because of like their countries' political issues and all that. So like there was migration since they share borders, but like Thai people, I found out that like they are made of so many other ethnic groups. It's not there's Thai people, but then there's like Chinese, there's a mix, there's just a whole lot of mix, and now Westerners have come into it. I don't know where that mix is going to, but just know that when you come into this country, be prepared to see like so many Westerners, so many foreigners. So I think this will be my last point about the things I hate or I hated about Bangkok and Thailand as a whole. You see this story they keep selling you when you're coming to Thailand, right? You get this list of things to do in Thailand, attractions and this and that. I don't know if I'm qualified to say this, but I feel like that is a huge scam. Because when you go to these places of attraction, to me, I don't really see any attraction like so it's either like temples. The only place I can say, okay, maybe there was like some sort of attraction to like maybe the arts places, museums, their art and culture centers, and maybe just those things that are like basically Thai. Apart from that, the rest were like just like temples, and then maybe parks, like just an area that's dedicated to the green life, and I believe you must have listened to when I mentioned this one earlier. Like they still add like shopping malls to like tourist places, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking forward to going to Central World. I go to Central World, I see, oh, it's just another shopping mall full of Starbucks, McDonald's, and the Gucci and Balenciaga and whatnot. And I'm like, why did you put this place among your tourist places now? Like everything is just shopping mall, shopping. Sometimes I even wonder like, what are in all these tall buildings I see around me like every day? Are they still shopping malls or just maybe other businesses and whatnot? Because if you're coming here and expecting to see tourist places, like hardcore tourist places, maybe like local to Thai people, there are very few. So just have that at the back of your mind. Don't allow anybody to just be overrating it and be saying, oh, they have a Wataru or all these places, they are temples and the brand. And guys, the most annoying part is the fact that they are so overpriced. Like some of these tourist places are so overpriced that it does not even make sense. You see, there was something I always kept saying, like along my journey in this 3 weeks of my stay in Thailand, like Thai people, they know how to make money. They've created a system whereby no matter what, even though they say something is free, that free building is attached to like something that is still like you have to pay money for. So they've created this system where everything just has to do with them making money from you, and it was so interesting though. But anyway, as long as the system is working for them and they've been able to like make it to develop their country, because Thailand is way more developed than I thought, coming into this place. Now coming here, I see beautiful places around and all that. Just a few of the things I hated, but I really loved so many things about this city. And the next time I'll be coming here, maybe I'll just go to another country in Asia as well and just slide through, just have like maybe 1 or 2 days or 1 week in Thailand, and then it's just a place that you would love to come back to. No wonder people like coming back to this city. So guys, these were the things I loved and hated about Thailand or about Bangkok, most especially because I just stayed a few days in Phuket and then other places I have not been to. So I hope this video was helpful to you in any way, and I hope you loved watching it. Click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and by the time you're watching this video, I'll be in Lagos dragging traffic with you. So just know that like maybe the next vlog will be about me being in Lagos and all that. I hope you guys stay tuned to my channel. Love you all. Annyeong.